Hi BookTube, this is Johnny. I thought I'd make a video because why not? So I'm sitting here relaxing, drinking some coffee. We got this coffee cup in Gallup, New Mexico. A couple of years ago we went out to New Mexico. That's when our second son Josiah and our daughter lived there, both school teachers. Now my daughter is married with 3 kids, just moved to Denver, and Josiah, our second son, is married, expecting a child in the fall, and he is a teacher on Mercer Island, which is in the Seattle, Washington area. So yeah, existence keeps flowing by here. So it is July the 8th, 2017. It is a Saturday. It is 8:22 at night here in West Michigan. My wife told me before she went to work there's going to be a full moon tonight. So she's expecting the hospital to go nuts. When the full moon comes out, weird things happen, I suppose. So I'm sitting here, I just put away my diary for today. I ended on page today 619. Tomorrow, July the 9th, 2017, I'll be on page 620 if I'm still around. So yeah, that's what's going on here. As far as what I was reading this evening, I got out that biography that I bought at the Friends of the Library used book sale a couple weeks ago. I bought this at the 4th of July used book sale in Grand Rapids. A Rebel in Defense of Tradition, The Life and Politics of Dwight Macdonald by Michael Wreszin. So I was reading that, enjoying it, and I was looking at Herman Melville, Moby-Dick. I was trying to find every time I've tried to read Moby-Dick many times over the years, and I was trying to remember where I stopped. And so I was looking at that tonight. Like I said, I collect editions of Moby-Dick by Herman Melville, Moby-Dick or The Whale. I just got this one yesterday. So today is a Saturday, and since I resigned from volunteering at the library used bookstore, the Book Nook, I was a free bird today. So it was a nice day, it was cool weather, the sun was out, and I went to thrift stores to look for used books. And first I'll show you the books that I found that go with, like I said, I'm a book collector. I look for a certain author and collect all their books. Well, I found today at a Goodwill store Brent Easton Ellis novel Imperial Bedrooms. He's very famous for writing American Psycho. I also have in our library Less Than Zero, and then I have Brent Easton Ellis's Lunar Park, and then I have Brent Easton Ellis's Glamorama. So now I have another one in our Brent Easton Ellis collection. I don't know what else I don't have. I'm sure he's written other books, but I don't know. American Psycho, Glamorama, The Informers I don't have. Rules of Attraction I don't have, so I gotta look for those. So I have these in our Bret Easton Ellis collection. And then I found a book by Jay McInerney, Jay McInerney. This is The Last of the Savages. This is a novel, and I have in our library these other novels. Many years ago, I read his novel, Bright Lights in Big City, which was very famous. I think it came out, I think in the 80s, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 80. This is a vintage original edition, 1984. And then I have his novel Brightness Falls by Jay McInerney. And then you have his novel Ransom and Story of My Life. And then The Good Life. And now I have his novel The Last of the Savages. So I can put all these in one area down in the lower level. And then I found today a Roald Dahl. I'm not sure these are considered children's books, but I don't know. I collect them. So I have a big collection of them. I found out I have two of these. I have one with a different cover. See? So, but anyway, I collect them. I have Charlie, you know, he's very famous for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, and 6 more. These are stories. The Witches, The Twits. This is a little memoir about his life. Boy, James and the Giant Peach, Danny, the Champion of the World, and these are Tales of the Unexpected. These are a collection of short stories. So now I have one more to go with my Roald Dahl collection. He was a British, so I have those. I also found today this book of stories by the famous painter, sculptor, journalist Frederic Remington, Selected Writings. He was famous for his paintings and sculptures of the last period of the West, the American West. And these are his illustrations and short stories, which are very famous. Let's see, you have that. For example, The Charge and the Killing of the Padre Jante. Here is a bunch of cavalry attacking an Indian village. He tended to paint the cavalry and the soldiers as brave and victorious, and Indians in a negative light, unfortunately. So yeah, it's all kinds of illustrations and stories. Only cost me $1. I have a big coffee table book of Frederic Remington's drawings and paintings down the lower level. So I got that. I found from my wife. My wife had been wanting to look at The Compleat Angler by Izaak Walton. This is was published in the 17th century, and she had been reading about it in a book, and she asked me the other day if I had a copy of it, and I said no, but I've seen used copies, and I found one for her to look at. Then I picked up a book called Elephas, Maximus, A Portrait of an Indian Elephant. These are about elephants in India. It's like a nature book about elephants. I really like elephants. I like all God's creatures, monkeys, fishes, elephants, all kinds of things. So that's what I found at thrift stores today. This morning I read a couple of pages of the Benedict Option, a Strategy for Christians in a Post-Christian Nation by Roald Dreher. And that's about it. Today is a Saturday, tomorrow's a Sunday. Next Saturday will be in the middle of July, the middle of the month already. Before you know it, August will be here, school will start, and we'll be in the autumn season. And then before you know it, will be winter and snow and blizzards. And before you know it, North Korea will send a missile and attack the West Coast. And we'll retaliate, and then we'll go into the last days, atomic warfare, mushroom clouds everywhere. China marching into South Korea and Japan, and just be a big mess. But hey, I had 2 hot dogs for lunch today, so all is good. So I don't know, tonight I'll probably continue to read The Rebel in Defense of Traditional Life and Politics of Dwight Macdonald, and go to bed early. I am tired. So I hope you had a good Saturday. I hope you have a good new week coming up. Thank you for the subscribers. I'm using an old camera now. This one has been breaking down, so I'm not sure how this is going to film. If it comes out crappy, I'm sorry. And once again, thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you for watching, and hope all is well. Till next time, bye.